What's going on, you guys? In today's video, we're going to talk about setting up a hospital tank or quarantine tank. So in case you end up buying something that gives your fish ick, you need to set up a quarantine tank. That means separating everything from this tank right here, which is what we call the main tank, and placing all of the fish inside a separate tank. Typically a 30-gallon tank is used. A simple overflow box that you can purchase at any store that sells fish supplies can be used as well. When setting up the hospital tank, keep in mind that you're going to need an air stone, an air pump, and air tubing to keep the oxygen level nice and high for the fish. You're also going to need a heater. It is recommended that you get at least a 100-watt heater in the wintertime. In the warmer months, a 50-watt heater will do sufficiently just fine. When dosing with your ick treatments or anything else that you might be trying to treat as a separation from the others, can be done so now in this tank. If you are having the experience with ick, this is how you treat for ick. You need to take all of your fish from the main aquarium, just the fish only. You leave snails, crabs, corals, you leave everything behind. You take just your fish only and you place them within the tank. Then you proceed to do your ick treatment, and not until the very end of your last ick treatment you can put a brand new bag of sand at the bottom of this tank. Brand new only. Do not take anything from this tank once you have finished ick treatment and place it in this tank. You are now contaminating this tank that is clean with things that are in this tank. If you take one thing here, such as a rock, and place it within here, you're going to contaminate it. It's tempting, but do not do it. So, this main tank needs to be empty for 90 days. The reason to do so is ick only lives on fish, and they only feed on fish. So if you remove the fish, which is their food source, they will die. That is really the only true way to really get rid of ick. It is sad and unfortunate that your tank has to be empty, but it's the cold hard reality. So continue to feed your corals and everything just as normal. Do not dose your main tank with ick treatment, as ick treatment can be extremely harsh to your corals and vertebrates and crustaceans, excuse me. As far as inside the tank, what you can put in for the meantime until you're ready to put your gravel in or your sand, you can place a simple couple pieces of PVC pipe. A 2-inch is okay, but the larger the better. I'm going to be placing a 4-inch piece in here as soon as I can get down to my local hardware store and purchase some. And while you're doing your ick treatment, do keep in mind to remove your filter pads from the filter box. And it's not until your last water change and last ick treatment that you replace and put back your filter pads back into your filter box. And also, when you're doing the ick treatment, do also keep the light off, but currently I have the light on in order to show you the tank. When you do the ick treatment, it is common for the water to also turn blue. Do not be alarmed. Make sure every time you do an ick treatment, you are doing a 1/3 water change, or as directed on the bottle. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. Hit the thumbs up button, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And always remember, happy reefing, happy life.